Patriot Times Live. I'm Destiny, and today I'm here with Mr. Sarsfield. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Beautiful morning out there in April.
Sure. I mean, I guess with the snow, I guess it's nice. So, tell me what kind of testing is going to be taking place next week.
Sure. So for high school grades, there will be the PSAT test in grades 9 and 10. The SAT test for grades 11. There'll also be ACT work keys test for 11th graders as well. And those are all part of the state required testing program. So all high schools in Michigan, all public high schools follow that same testing cycle.
All right. So how can students prep for the upcoming test week?
Yeah, so there's a lot of tools out there. First and foremost, we do a lot of preparation right in the classrooms, primarily in the mathematics and English classrooms. So the teachers have preparation programs and exercises that they do with students. There's also a number of tools such as Khan Academy that students can use on their own outside of school to prep for those exams.
All right. So what subjects are covered on the SAT?
So the SAT is a really important test for 11th graders, not only because the results our schools held accountable for from the state level, but also that's one of the primary things that colleges look for when students apply for entrance. And most students will start applying to colleges in the fall of their senior year, so next year. So it's a really important test. On that test, there's an evidence-based reading and writing component, and then there's also a math component without a calculator, a math component with a calculator, and an essay. People often ask, what about science and social studies? There's a lot of questions about science and social studies that are embedded into the reading and writing components, so they do measure that in that way.
All right. So what happens if you miss a day of testing?
Yeah, so it's really, really important that students are in attendance on those days. That's next Tuesday for the PSAT and the SAT and the ACT work keys. There's only one makeup day by the state that's allowed, and that's 2 weeks from the day of the test. So the Tuesday, 2 weeks from that. So there's only that one makeup day. Our school's held accountable for participation rates, so it's important that everybody's here. And if they're not, then we do have that one chance 2 weeks out from that. That said, the SAT is in the PSAT, part of the state testing program. However, students can then retake that SAT as part of what's called a national school day. So it's not part of a state testing program, but it's the same test. There's multiple chances throughout the year on Saturdays to take the SAT if a student didn't score as high as they wanted to, as they look about what their criteria are for the colleges that they're interested in, and then they can retake that. And a lot of students do that, even if they score well, just to see if they can score a little bit higher. Because a lot of times, big scholarship dollars are on the line for that as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining us here today,
Sure.
and thank you for joining us, watchers, and we will see you the next time.